In modern society, being nice is often equated with being good. We're taught from a young age to smile, avoid conflict, agree when possible, and make people feel comfortable. But while niceness may smooth over social interactions, it often comes at a cost: authenticity, boundaries, clarity, and inner peace. Enter Stoicism, the ancient philosophy born in the chaos of the Roman world, where being nice wasn't the ideal, virtue was. And sometimes, virtue requires you to be anything but nice. To the untrained eye, Stoicism might seem like emotional suppression or apathy. But that's a misconception. Stoicism isn't about being emotionless. It's about being guided by reason rather than impulse. It's about focusing on what's in your control and letting go of what isn't. This includes how you deal with others. Being nice often involves self-betrayal. You smile when you're upset. You agree when you don't. You keep the peace when war would serve truth. You give when it depletes you. The Stoics would call this foolish, not virtuous. A Stoic understands the importance of energy, time, and attention. These are finite resources, and giving them away carelessly is a form of self-neglect. When you say yes to everything out of fear of being disliked or seen as difficult, you're not practicing virtue, you're abandoning it. To know your limits is to accept your humanity. It's acknowledging that you cannot be everything to everyone, and trying to be is both irrational and exhausting. In the words of Epictetus, if you want to be happy, stop wishing for things that are outside your control. This includes the need to control how others perceive you. Let them misunderstand you. Let them feel disappointed. If you've acted according to reason and virtue, then you've done your part. The difference between being virtuous and being nice. Stoicism upholds 4 cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Niceness doesn't make the list. Let's break down how these virtues contrast with niceness. Wisdom. Niceness often avoids hard truths. Wisdom speaks them, kindly or not. Courage. Niceness avoids confrontation. Courage walks into it when necessary. Justice. Niceness can tolerate injustice to stay liked. Justice demands action. Temperance. Niceness overextends. Temperance knows when enough is enough. To the Stoic, being kind is good. Being honest is better. Being just is non-negotiable. Nice people are often controlled by others. The Stoics taught that our peace depends on our ability to differentiate between what's up to us, our thoughts, actions, choices, and what is other people's opinions, reactions, and emotions. A person addicted to being nice gives all their power away. They're ruled by how others see them. They perform goodness rather than live it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." The need to be liked is a subtle but powerful form of enslavement. Seneca's sharp edge, the Stoic who spoke hard truths. Seneca, one of Stoicism's most eloquent voices, often addressed human weakness with surgical clarity. He didn't sugarcoat his letters. He challenged his friends to rise above mediocrity, not sit comfortably in it. In his letter on the shortness of life, he writes, "You act like mortals in all that you fear, and like immortals in all that you desire." That's not nice, that's truth. And truth, when delivered with purpose and clarity, is an act of service, even if it stings. Epictetus and the power of inner authority. Epictetus, a former slave turned philosopher, taught his students to stand firm in themselves. He warned against flattery and warned of the dangers of conforming to public opinion. For Epictetus, self-respect trumped social approval. He taught, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. In other words, if being true to your principles makes others dislike you, so be it. Boundaries, the Stoic way of saying no. Being not nice doesn't mean being cruel. It means knowing your limits. It means saying no without guilt. It means prioritizing your peace over pleasing others. A Stoic doesn't ghost. A Stoic doesn't manipulate. A Stoic doesn't lie to make others feel better. But a Stoic will walk away from nonsense without fanfare. They will speak clearly, act decisively, and sleep peacefully. How to practice not being nice, the Stoic way. Here are some practical applications of this mindset. Speak directly. Avoid passive aggression or fake agreeableness. Hold your ground. You don't owe anyone your time or energy. Say what you mean, but say it with clarity and calm, not anger. Don't chase validation. Respect is better earned through integrity than charm. Disappoint others when necessary. You can't grow if you're always performing. Kindness is still a virtue, but it must be anchored. Stoicism isn't a license to be rude. Stoics value community, cooperation, and compassion, but those are rooted in duty, not approval. Kindness in Stoicism is an offering, not a mask. It flows from a well of strength, not weakness. Marcus Aurelius said it best. Kindness is invincible, but only when it's sincere. Being not nice doesn't mean being cruel, cold, or emotionally detached. In fact, the Stoic approach to boundaries is rooted in respect for yourself and for others. At its core, it's about living in harmony with your values and not compromising your inner tranquility for the sake of temporary comfort or approval.